More than 3,500 people are still without power this morning in Ottawa after three powerful tornadoes tore through the city over the weekend. Joining us now to give us an update on recovery efforts is Director of Communications at Hydro One, Jay Armitage. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
A lot of people were watching these images and saying, we've never seen anything like this, which tells me that there must be unique challenges in rebuilding after tornadoes touch down in a city like this. What are some of the challenges that are facing Hydro One today?
Well, absolutely. This was a devastating storm to our entire system, but not just our distribution system, but our transmission system as well. So we had over 440,000 customers out. And like you said, especially hard hit in the Ottawa area. So when you see those pictures of devastation, trees ripped out of the ground, roofs ripped off, one of the major challenges is to dig out in order to fix the infrastructure. You know, there were lines in the Ottawa area where 16 poles in a row were ripped out of the ground. So you're essentially rebuilding the system and having to get all the supplies there. You can imagine how challenging that is.
Is this the worst you've ever seen?
It's not the worst we've seen in terms of damage. Of course, ice storms and wind storms. We've had 3 major storms this year. But what's unique about this one is that the tornado touched down on one of our transmission stations. And so, you know, that took out a large amount of power to the city of Ottawa.
Well, Hydro One's been doing a great job restoring power to so many people already, but as we said off the top, 3,500 people still without power. When do you expect power to be fully restored?
So this is an all-hands-on-deck situation. So we had and have more than 1,000 employees working on this issue, and as power is restored, we shift crews to the areas that are hardest hit. You know, now we're looking at situations where you're more remote. Perhaps there's an island, perhaps there's very dense forest. And so, you know, we suspect that most of our customers will be back on within 48 hours. There could be some, you know, island residents, and it'll be the end of the week for those folks, unfortunately.
We're also hearing that crews from cities like Toronto have gone in to help. Is that true?
Absolutely. You know, as I said, this is all hands on deck. So not only did we call in every available crew, we also asked our neighboring utilities and contractors to come in and help us with this effort. It really is an incredible amount of damage and a lot of work.
Jay, thank you so much. And thank you to Hydro One and all the hard work that they're doing. We hope that power is restored to everyone as soon as possible.
Thank you. And thank you to our customers as well for their patience. I know this is hard to be out of electricity.
All right, keep up the hard work.